Euros have started, but yes, it was a very difficult night for Scotland. The team suffered a bruising 5-1 defeat to host Germany. It was the opening match of the tournament.
Now, John Watson is in Munich this morning. John, morning to you. OK, not a great start for Scotland. We saw great atmosphere in the run-up to the game. What's it like now?
Yes, it is a case of the morning after the night before, Naga. Good morning from Munich on what was, as you say, a sobering night for those Scotland fans. The worst possible start to their European Championship. Those fans arriving here with great hope, great expectation. They created that party atmosphere, but all that excitement was soon extinguished when they went 2-0 down inside the first 20 minutes, ultimately losing 5-1 to the host Germany. That is the biggest ever defeat in the opening match of a European Championship, as Dan Rowan can now tell us.
Munich.
And whereas yesterday this square in Munich was a sea of blue and tartan, very different today. It is Brauertag Day, which is a traditional German festival, Brewers Day. And I guess it is a reminder that the day certainly belonged to Germany, didn't it, yesterday, who have kicked off their tournament in some style with that victory over Scotland yesterday. So what did the fans make of it? Well, we've got Frankie and Stuart here with us this morning. Frankie, I guess bitterly disappointed after last night.
Oh yeah, you know, we can take a beating, but hopefully we turn back, bounce back. But the game is brilliant, great atmosphere. Just for the memories, you know.
Because this was your first ever game, wasn't it? This was your first Scotland game, so I imagine very special though to be here with Scotland kicking off the Euros and the atmosphere that you experienced yesterday.
Yeah, great game for my first ever Scotland game, but.
Still hopeful.
Yeah, still hopeful. I'll follow them through the entire way, but 5-1's a big beating, so let's hope we can at least get second. Because and
I see a German fan gave you a scarf as well yesterday, so it was obviously all good-natured yesterday, wasn't it?
Good fans.
Enjoy the rest of your trip here. Stuart, what did you make of it? Are you hopeful as well that Scotland potentially can still get out of the group, dust themselves down after that defeat?
Hopefully we can get a good result on the Wednesday and take it to there, and all we need after that would be another point to get us through. That'll be the first time in a long time.
Scotland brought the party yesterday. Germany are bringing the party today. Have you enjoyed it though? And as far as big moments in Scottish football go, it was special last night to open the tournament, albeit not getting the result.
It was special. It wasn't special. It was the result. The result was poor. It set us back, I'd imagine. But
still games to go. You have Switzerland, of course, to come, and Hungary as well. Great to speak to you this morning, Stuart. Thanks very much indeed for joining us.
Scotland!
And they're going to need plenty more of that, aren't they, if they're to turn it around, dust themselves down after that defeat last night. Of course, we have England to come as well, don't we? They open their tournament against Serbia tomorrow. We will be in Gelsenkirchen tomorrow morning ahead of that match as well. And then, of course, we'll be looking ahead to the next game to come for Scotland. That is in Cologne on Wednesday night when they take on Switzerland and then Hungary in their final group match. So this is a big test of Scotland's character now in this group.
John, I'm not sure if you can hear us okay, because I think it's quite loud there. Your beer marching friends, and they seem like a friendly crowd, might they allow you to try on one of their hats? Because I'm rather drawn to the plumage.
It's very fetching attire. We had the tartan kilts yesterday, and now we have traditional Bavarian dress. And as you can probably see here, some of them are pretty armed and dangerous. So probably fortunate for me that it was a German win yesterday.
John, well dodged on the hat-wearing front. And yes, do take care. Don't upset them. See you later. That was a good dodge.
It was a good dodge.
By John.
The atmosphere, you know, you've got to feel for the Scotland fans. But what we saw yesterday, and I'm sure even today, is just they're enjoying the moment, as all the fans will when they're out there.
Absolutely.
Morning to you, Mike.
Good morning.
We've been talking about Scotland not celebrating, of course, and we've been talking to John at the Euros. But there's another story about sports people who are being recognised as well for their work off the pitch.
That's right. Part of the as a player and a manager of clubs as well, but all the charity work he's done since he met Isla, who transformed his life, who suffers from epidermolysis bullosa, also known as butterfly skin, and all he's done by swimming the channel to raise money, funds and awareness of the condition. Yeah, good morning. Yes, just for the charity work, but also for all you did for football. And I remember the expectations and the hype around your great Scotland team going off to tournaments. What is it, 78 in Argentina? So compare now this Scotland team. Was there so much expectation and hype around it yesterday? Hundreds of thousands of Scotland fans in Munich. Was the expectation against the host just too much, do you think, last night?
Yeah, I think so. I feared for them last night.
Part of a fantastic Scotland team as well. So all around you was quality on the pitch of the top order.
Yeah, we had some fantastic players, but we didn't have enough fantastic players to get out of the group. We all
to go starting on Wednesday against Switzerland. Thanks so much for your time and congratulations on your CBE once again, Graham.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Naga. Thanks, Charlie. Thanks for having me on.
Remember,
Deborah,
see you again.
UK. Deborah UK. Anyone who wants to get involved, Deborah UK. Please.
Fantastic. Thanks for what you do.
I love my Graham Souness pointing out with great clarity why I will never be a sports psychologist.
But he's never had that fear of an opponent on the pitch. And I remember him as a player. He was quite right to think that as well.
Yeah.
He was immense. Still is. There are 6 more games then at the Euros. Now, at long last, the wait could soon be over for Everton fans. The group who owns the Italian side Roma have agreed a deal in principle to take over Everton. Well, now, as well as Graham Souness, a host of other sporting names were on the King's birthday honours list, as I mentioned, with people recognised for their achievements and contributions to sport. Cyclist Mark Cavendish has been awarded a knighthood. Carney here has been awarded an OBE for her services to football. Carney played 144 times for her country, as well as representing Great Britain. And the former Rangers and Scotland striker Ali McCoist has been awarded an OBE for his services to football and broadcasting. And some reaction, actually, from Mark Cavendish, who says he's truly humbled to be awarded a knighthood for Eddie Merckx's hall. The 39-year-old will try to claim the record outright at next month's tour. And cricketer Catherine Sciver-Brunt has been awarded an OBE too, as well, for her services to women's cricket and the community. And the Women's T20 World Cup with England, she played over 250 times, indeed, for her country across all. Is still very much in the hunting contention at the of leading, do you, really? Psychology.
The chase is far more fun.
Exactly.
Always. Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike, very much. 8:50. Sarah's got the weather for the weekend for us.
Been rehearsed and rehearsed and rehearsed. I'm sure will be an absolute showpiece event of military precision. And it should start, well, in the next couple of hours. And the military parade itself is on Horse Guards at 11. Back to you.
Sarah, thanks so much. It certainly is a spectacle regardless of the weather. You can watch the live coverage of the King's Birthday Parade from 10:30 this morning, as Sarah said, on BBC One and BBC iPlayer.
Breakfast back tomorrow at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Have a good weekend.